Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today, I haven't got my umbrella, so hopefully it doesn't rain, but it's irrelevant. It's a precise moment in time. Foot hurts, so a little bit. Have to readjust my shoe when I'm on the bus. But yeah, what's going on? Oh, no, dog. Oh, he's so fluffy. Oh, anyway, yeah, I woke up this morning and I'm very lively. I'm like, right, we're fucking on this, mother trucker. But today is going to be a beast day. I'm going to get to work and I'm going to be like, yo, you, sort this out. Lewis, do you want a hand doing this, or do you trust yourself to get it done? Because we have got in, well, we're getting at 8:30. So by 2:30, we have to be able to take out an entire module. Bearing in mind we haven't got another module to put in, and put in another module. That should work a lot better. Plus fix anything that was broken from yesterday. But if we can get it up and running, we then have that long to completely swap out the pie charts, put in some different charts instead, that can actually take the data that we're feeding to it. The pie charts we had before were pretty rigid, and they're from a library that makes not really much sense. So what we've decided to do is swap out that library with a different one that's better. That actually takes a data set instead of a CSV file, because taking a CSV file is not very useful when you're using JavaScript. I don't understand why it would even do that, because JavaScript is all client-side stuff. We're not going to store a CSV file on our user's computer, are we? God damn. So, like, put it on the server, fine. Leave it on the server, we don't give a shit. Do what you want with the server, but don't put it on the client, but the JavaScript can't access the server. Well, fucking hell. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be beasting that out. I'm going to get Michaeus to look into getting it refreshing, because at the moment the page is just a static page. We need it to refresh every specific amount of time. And what else do we need to do? We need to fuck. Unit tests. I'm going to be looking at the unit tests and some optimization, unless I need to help Lewis, in which case I'll help Lewis. Helping Lewis is at the moment the biggest priority, so that's the thing that we're going to be most likely doing. But we'll see. If Lewis is feeling confident that I can just blitz off onto some other stuff, then that'll be the plan. But otherwise, tonight we're going to get home from work. It's going to be a good day. We're going to have our review and we're going to boss it, because we're actually going to be able to commit something that we said we wouldn't be able to. Do you remember when I was saying, like, we've got a lot this time? And I'm like, nah mate, we're going to get it all done, yo. And we fucking all did. Yeah, buddy. Assuming that we can get all this data on the bar chart, on the new graphs in time, we should be laughing. It should be a case of just taking out the module and putting in another module and then just passing the data in, hopefully, but we'll see. Otherwise, Watsky has just brought out a new album, so I'm going to sit and listen to it on the bus. I've offline moded it on Spotify, but I've also bought the album. And it's getting delivered to me on Amazon Prime, but they haven't got it in stock at the moment, so whenever they get it in stock, Amazon Prime, you know. So I'm pretty excited about that. It means I've got some rap music to listen to when I'm on the beach in Turkey, and I'm looking forward to that, mother trucker. I love rap music when I'm on the beach. When you're sunbathing, I think, like, music that you actively sit down and listen to, rap is one of my favourites. Well, not rap, Watsky, I guess. Watsky is just an exception, I think, to my rule that most rap's terrible. Like, I wouldn't listen to Eminem or anything like that. My best mate. You make friends when you get the same bus every day. And we're heading back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming a different way because I've just swung by Sainsbury's to pick up some stir-fry stuff for tomorrow. It's going to be lovely, because they sold out when I went shopping on thingy. Today has been a good day. It's been close, it's been to the wire, but it was pretty good. We had decided that the first thing we were going to sort out was the graphs, basically. What we did was we split off from this point on. I think he took some stuff, I think I took some other stuff. To be honest with you, what was the chunks that I was working on? I've worked on literally every last bit. I can't even think which bit I was doing. Is it the resizing? Oh, I took the I took the basically make it responsive so it looks good on the big screen, and then I was dipping and diving and helping the other two sort out bugs and stuff that were occurring across the place. Lewis was bringing in the data from the database into the charts, and we had to replace the charts and get completely new charts at the beginning of today, and I was helping him with that. I was helping him bring in the data and stuff, and then Lewis too over there was sorting out some other stuff, and he's like, this doesn't work, we need to change this. I'm like, look dude, stop, let's read through it. Right, okay, so you're trying to pass this into this, yeah? Right, every time we've passed something through, we've done this. You don't have to do that because it's this. I'm like, okay. So look through it, there's no reason why it shouldn't work. Okay, so just humour me, yeah? I'm going to take over and I'm just going to do this. And it worked. I'm like, right, fucking thank you. You're so quick to be stubborn to the fact that you don't have to do a certain thing. It's really annoying. He's like, you shouldn't have to do that. Yeah, but you do. Alright? you do. Right? You just, oh god. So he's really quick to be, and he wouldn't try it. I'm like, look dude, just try it, yeah? Just try it. It doesn't take long to try it. You like write like 5 words, try it. Does it work, does it not? Take them out, or leave them. So yeah, I was helping him a couple of times. Just going over, they sit and struggle with something and I just roll over and fix it for him in like 5-10 minutes. It's great. And then Lewis, I'm like debugging stuff with Lewis 1, the original Lewis, and I'm just like, right, no, change that to that, change that to that, change that to that. Okay, how's it gonna work? Try this. If you run it through into an array, type in bam, there you go, voice. It was really good. So I was getting through that, sorting everything out until about an hour before we had to print everything to like do the review and see how everything had been. Lewis finishes his pie charts, which subsequently decimate the ribbon above it, so we can't have one chart without the other chart. We're like, what the fuck? So we're going through trying to figure out exactly why stuff is broken. We actually had to go back in the history of the source control to revert back to an old version, and then we ended up having to put in Lewis's code, like essentially section by section by section, figuring out what bit broke it. We found that out, got it sorted. Everything we needed formatting on the page, we're all formatting it again. It gets reformatted because the pie charts are doing weird things. Bang! 10 minutes before the fucking review. Job done. Phew. So, what happened in the review? The review was a weirder one. They didn't really review over what we've done. All the features and functionalities there and works fine. They basically just moaned about all of the visual elements that we weren't even attempting to make look nice. We're just trying to prove we've got them. At no point did we say it'd be final designs. And they started going on about this, and I'm taking offence to it, and I'm like, but it's fine. God, they want it black with white text on it. No, someone has said over and over again that black with white text on is easier to read. No, it's not. The reason it's difficult, it's starting to bug me actually, because they want it all to be easy to read and stuff. The thing we're replacing at the moment now is 10 times less easy to read than ours. The text is so much smaller. You literally, when you're this close to the screen, you can't fucking see what the words are. That's the problem. That's why they want to get replaced it, right? What am I talking about? Raining, boys. That's the reason they want it. They want it all on one so that you can easily read it. Boy, fucking hell. So much need for that shit. So yeah, right. So we're refactoring it all to make it all nice and easy to read and stuff. But like, what do you want? Because you can't get all of this information onto one screen this big. You can't physically. The screen is not big enough to have everything the size font that you want it and have all the graphs the size that you want. It doesn't fit. You have to scroll, and that doesn't work on a panel that just sits on the wall. So I'm getting annoyed at that. And changing it to white on black is not going to solve that problem. But anyway, we're going to see what we can do about picking a different font, because I didn't like the font either. So, but otherwise, all the work we'd done was good. It was just a case of a couple of design things to sort out. We're going to be polishing stuff basically next week. Time jump. But after this week, we have we're jumping on to proper work, which I'll probably tell you about more tomorrow, because we'll find out more about it, but I can't really tell you much about it. we're actually moving into the stuff where I might not be able to tell you stuff. Because we're joining proper big teams and proper big sprints and stuff like that. But we're doing sprints for like a month instead of a sprints for weeks and stuff. But we should be ending the project that we're doing in a week's time when it's all polished. We basically have until Wednesday to finish it, and then on Wednesday we start planning our next sprint, which is going to be our first experience outside of a team of 3, and it's going to be joined with 2 other teams for 3 months for probably, well, it's a high business importance, and they're taking people, like the best people from everywhere, and they're just kind of bottled us on the end. So yeah, they've taken like the best people out of the A team. Got the Avengers and Boom, I believe, we're working with. No, Dyson. I think it's Dyson. Where does Boom come into it? I don't think Boom does come into it. Or maybe it's Boom and I don't know. Teams. Otherwise, I've been home. I had myself some dinner. I cleaned up. Kitchen's nice and spotless. Apart from the fact that my Brita filter's in the middle of the floor. Well, it's not. In the middle of here. I am going to go, ladies and gentlemen, so that I can make my sandwiches and stuff. I've just been on the phone to Lovely, which is why it's now a lot later than it should have been. It's like 10:30. I've rung her. We was like an hour and a half on the phone, and it was only supposed to be like a "what do I need to bring" phone call. Just because if you get me talking these days, I just start talking forever and ever and ever about stuff. I've got a lot of stuff that goes in my head, and I've got no one to tell it to. And Lovely's paying the consequences because she's the only person I'll tell it to. But anyway, yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to render out this video, upload it, and I've been doing this form as well for uni at last. Not finished it yet though, 'cause it's quite a big form. And yeah, that's all for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get going. Ooh, don't drop you. Thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow, like I say, it's going to be a big day tomorrow because we're going to be planning we've got a meeting about the big project and a planning meeting for our final sprint, so I doubt we're actually going to get much programming done tomorrow, which could just be planning all day. But I'm going to be leaving at 4:30. I'm going to be leaving nice and early, and I will be jumping on a bus coming back here as fast as humanly possible, because at about that time when I get back here, Lovely will be getting off a bus coming from the train station to get to here as well. She's going to be here for the weekend. It's going to be great, and I've got a day off on Friday because of my flexi time, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it because Lovely's here. It's going to be the best. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I will catch you later.